Looks like it's pullback Thursday. Thank you for joining me on Simon's Trading Channel. Let's get straight on with the price action analysis. Now, I'm just going to do 4-hour and daily today because it doesn't look like it's too difficult to assess the price action. Maybe we'll have a look at some of the stuff too. But I just want to start off here with the 4-hour time frame. So you can see this nice uptrend, which is not just on the 4-hour, but you can see it very clearly on this time frame. Even with all the squiggly squiggles, you can see some, in fact, 2 higher lows on this one. This is my interpretation of it. And a higher high with what looks now like another higher high. And if I then remove all of the squiggles and zoom you in a bit, you'll be able to see that this pullback's probably just that and nothing more. But I can also help you maybe with some decision making when would that become a bit more? When would this pullback become a bit more than just a pullback? Right, let's get on with it. So you can see, so yesterday I looked at a Fibonacci retracement from this low here to this high here, so from there to there, and it had retraced to about the 236, but I said that, a 382 is a more normal pullback, but what I didn't mention was a 0.5, which is pretty much where the price is now. There's definitely a support resistance area at the 618, so this could pull back a bit more. It is getting close to the bottom of the Bollinger Band on the 4-hour though, and I probably don't expect it to get much lower than on a 4-hour time frame, pretty much 69.5, which is this 0.5. And the reason for that is, well, based on the Fibonacci, but also if you look at support resistance, then you can see, maybe I'll just quieten down the Bollinger Band. No, I need to leave it on. So this wick high here, so on the 4-hour time frame, is coming in pretty much where that 0.5 on the Fibonacci was, which was 69.5, kind of close to where price is now. It's also the bottom of the Bollinger Band. So, I think this is a very good area. So it's never just a straight line, but probably there's $1,000 area somewhere between 69.5 and 68.5 for which I would expect Bitcoin to achieve some 4-hour support, and then continuation to the upside. You can see momentum remains to the upside, and it's still quite far away from the 0 line, but it will continue to fall as long as Bitcoin is closing 4 hours below 72. So it's a fair way away from that at the moment. 72 being pretty much a bit higher than the midpoint of the Bollinger Band. So what would look really technical and nice for this uptrend to continue would be something like this, and then more upside, making a new all-time high. What you wouldn't want to happen would be a bounce from somewhere around the 2 areas I just said, somewhere between 68.5 and 69.5. What you wouldn't want to see is a bounce, come back up to the high and be rejected, and then get back down below wherever the low occurs, because that would be a double top. And well, you should never ignore double tops, as the very wise W.D. Gann said back in the early part of the 20th century. Now, so that's a 4-hour. So so the first pivot to get more upside really needs to be about 71.5 as things stand. I would not be surprised if it consolidates a little bit here. Right, the daily is probably going to look quite similar. The daily momentum is more secure to the upside, and indeed it will continue falling, but the price to achieve green MACD again is a bit easier. It's $1,000 above where price is at the moment. There's 3 hours to go until this daily candle closes, so probably not going to happen today. Excuse me. Now the midpoint of the Bollinger Band is at 68,000. So you can see the support resistance area that I mentioned being somewhere between sort of 68.5 and 69.5 does kind of play in there too with regards to the midpoint of the Bollinger Band, because you wouldn't really want, if Bitcoin dropped all the way down to the bottom of the Bollinger Band in the next couple of days, that would probably end up being volatility expansion to the downside on the daily time frame, and that would likely precede a more significant move back, and it wouldn't, be consistent with just a pullback. But momentum on the daily still remains to the upside and has ever since basically this move here. So significant pullback on the lower time frames. Nothing has changed with regards to trend or momentum, and so I've still got a bias for the next impulsive move to be to the upside, and it's just a question of where does this pullback end. As I said earlier, I'd like to see it end around these support areas, which are coming in somewhere between 68.5 and 69.5. Okay, hope you've enjoyed the video. If so, please like and subscribe, give me a thumbs up, and join me tomorrow for Friday when we'll see where CME is likely to close. Take care. Bye-bye.